War. We all consider ourselves being at the highest step of evolution, but still we have this paradoxical phenomenon which can destroy everything we have. Deforestation, bombing, famine, diseases, pollution, death. This is only the smallest part of the consequences of the war. This is a mortal game that people are still playing for the sake of nothing. The night falls all over the world and everyone goes to sleep. The life opens his eyes and he binds two characters together.
I'm life and I'm going to choose two people to fall in love.
I represent environment.
I represent the humanity.
From now on, their fates are connected, and when one dies in the game, the other dies too. Now lives and lovers close their eyes and the first threat arrives.
I am World War I. The First World War happened between 1914 and 1918. The Union of France, United Kingdom and Russia fought against the alliance of Germany, the Austro-Hungarian Empire and Italy. The bloodiest battles took place in northern France. My victim is...
I'm a victim of the First World War. This new type of war was a real shock for the population and the destruction was huge. The battlefields were completely damaged and polluted and the number of animals decreased.
During this tragical event, some people took notice and they want to say something.
I represent the media and I will try to provide all information objectively about the things that will take place in the game. During the Great War, 10 million people died while 21 were injured. The new technologies along with the old military tactics caused many casualties that have never happened before. The trenches and the craters from the bombs have completely changed the landscapes.
After a long night, morning is finally here. Now it's time for everyone else to choose who to stop. World War I is gone. Night falls all over the world again and a new threat arrives.
I am World War II, and it took place between the years 1939 and 1945. There were two parties, the Axis, which included Germany, Italy and Japan, and the Allied forces, which were the USA, the UK, the Soviet Union, China and France. On September 1945, the war was won by the Allies. I was reported to be the deadliest war. I killed almost 100 million of people.
During the war, the water was polluted by dozens of remaining ships and submarine wrecks that leak oil in the Pacific. The use of DDT harmed through water humans and animals and caused infertility, cancer and lower IQ to those who subsisted on polluted water.
I was one of the 100 million people who were killed during Second World War. I died because environment and humanity are always together and can't be without each other.
Journalist, do you want to add something?
World War II is characterized by monstrous hatred crimes. During the Holocaust, 6 million Jews were killed. Another 5 to 6 million Slovaks, Roma, homosexuals and minorities were killed by the Axis. Hiroshima and Nagasaki were bombarded on 6th and 9th August 1945, respectively, and resulted to deaths either directly or through exposed radiation.
The day arrives and now it's time to stop somebody again. World War II is gone. As time goes by, people feel there is a need for outsiders to intervene, so they decided to establish international organization in hope that peace will arrive.
I am an international organization and I can use my power for good or bad purposes.
There is a night again, and sadly another war is coming.
I am Vietnam War. From 1955 to 1975, North and South Vietnam fought for or against communism. During this war, 45 million tons of bomb have been dropped by USA, and 1 million people died. Half of them were civilians. This is my victim.
I am the soldier, and it's over for me, so I instinctively attack, and I choose to kill her. The circle of violence goes on.
I am a victim of war violence. People left their country during the Vietnam War. Some were injured because of pesticides used as chemical weapons, like Agent Orange. Some were burned because of napalm.
Now it's time for the international organization to use its power.
I want to use my power in a bad way, and she is the victim of my actions.
40 years after the Vietnam War, the environment is still affected. Water and soils are polluted. Plants hardly grow at the Vietnam forest. Many animal species have disappeared or are disappearing.
Journalist, now you can say something.
About the population, 4 million people were hit by chemicals and 3/4 were suffering from diseases after. About the environment, napalm and chemicals destroyed huge areas of rainforests and its biodiversity.
The new day arrives and we have to vote again. Vietnam War is gone. As the night falls, a new era arrives, bringing new technologies in service of new war.
The Syrian civil war started on the 15th of March 2011 and still ongoing. It has already killed more than 470,000 people. In the beginning, the war involved the Syrian government and civil rebel troops. Both Western countries and Russia took part in this conflict, but there is still no clear outcome.
The use of chemical weapons in Syria is causing serious injuries to people and contaminates soils and waters. Conventional weapons are destroying part of the infrastructure in urban areas and field lands.
International organization, you decide to use your power again?
This time, I want to help the innocent and save her.
Nowadays, media is not that transparent anymore. That's why we don't want to hear journalists. Back and with morning, it's time to vote. Syrian war is gone. The characters remaining decided who to eliminate. There were numerous wars which were devastating both for the people and for the environment. At the same time, there is still ongoing action like the war in Syria, and also the constant threat of a global nuclear war. That is why we should solve our problems in peace, with diplomacy and mutual agreements. Keep in mind all of the consequences of the previous incidents. The humankind has experienced several wars so far, but what does the future hold?
I could walk out, but I won't. In my mind I'm in your arms. I wish someone would take my place. Can't face heaven on heaven face. most careful.